Okay, they do that. Alright, but then we still get it because we do this. So we cut their life in half and then we just do 4 damage. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're going to be playing a mono black mid-range deck I put together. With this list, we like to focus on hating on the graveyard, so our opponent can't use Omniscience, they can't revive any of their cards with Zombify, and even in the mirror match, if we could just go for the throat and Unstoppable Slasher that they control, then it's not even going to come back. It's going to get exiled. So there's a lot of utility with this card. And if you ever draw it in the middle of the game, you shouldn't feel bad because you just +1 the Liliana and you discard it. And we play 4 copies of this and also 4 copies of Bitter Triumph, so using this as discard fodder isn't too bad. The rest of the deck is a good old mono black mid-range deck. We're not playing Deep Cavern Bat, and instead we're just playing a little more control-y with extra 1-drop removal. Because, you know, there's so many aggro decks in best of 1, so I'm just trying to be more flexible in that regard. And the rest of the deck will win on its own. What we lack for in monsters, our land base will make up for with Mirrex and Soulstone Sanctuary. So anyway, let's get right into this list. We got 4 Cut Down, 4 Disfigure, 2 Duress, 1 Stab, 2 Anoint with Affliction, 4 Bitter Triumph, 4 Unstoppable Slasher, 4 Liliana of the Veil, 1 Archfiend of the Dross, 4 Leyline of the Void, 1 Sheoldred the Apocalypse, 4 Unholy Annex and Ritual Chamber, and for the lands we got 17 Swamps, 4 Mirrex, and 4 Soulstone Sanctuary. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. Okay, we get to go first. We can answer early aggro decks, and the Unstoppable Slasher is a threat of its own, so let's see what they got. I'm very excited for the new set to come out. I feel like whenever we're getting close to a new set to come out, my creative abilities just decrease because it's just like, alright, I'm just waiting for this new set to come out to build all these new decks, so I just don't feel as creative like a week before the new set. It's like, alright, mono black midrange, here we go again. But one of you guys in the comments wanted me to play this anyway, and I always love a good old mono black deck to play, so here we are. One of my favorite decks to play in Magic. It's definitely changed depending on which format, but that was one of the first decks I like to play when I first got into Magic. So he doesn't like destroying everything. Okay, let's see. Looks like we're just going to have to use Unstoppable Slasher to get rid of that Screaming Nemesis. I really want to go for the Archie and the Dross play, but I think this is the move for now. Okay, so the one interesting thing that I could do is I could just get rid of this. Do I save the Disfigure for something else? Yeah, I'm going to save Disfigure in case they bring out a Heartfire hero. So let's do it like this. Oh, that works. Opponent goes first. We have our turn 1 removal, which is always nice, especially when you start to see creatures right off the bat. Do I hold the cut down? Yes, I do. Could be an Essence Channeler or something that's more impactful to get rid of. Look at that. Might be able to predict the future. Honestly, I'm happy it's this deck over what's that other one? The one that plays Raise the Past, Orzhov or an Esper list. This is a little more more manageable compared to that. Helping Hand, huh? Sheltered by Ghosts is good, but they need to have a creature, and then we can make them. We get rid of Helping Hands. What does that do for us? Yeah. I don't care about the Sheltered by Ghosts because we have so much removal that it doesn't even matter. It's fine. I literally just set it up so I go Unholy Annex, and then next turn let's say they play a creature, they Shelter by Ghost the Unholy Annex, and then I just go Liliana, and they have to sacrifice the creature, get back Unholy Annex, but they don't have enough mana to do all that, which is great for us. So now we're gonna get rid of this. And like I said in the intro, you should never feel discouraged if you draw the Leyline, because you play for Liliana for this reason.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Because you have to discard something anyway if you're going to be playing Liliana, so you might as well just get rid of the worst card in your hand. But at the same time, if you open up with this, it just gives you some extra advantage. So you gotta just take it as you will. I should have played the Mirrex instead. Not thinking over here, but our opponent surrenders. Okay, we get to go first. I'm going to keep this. We could answer the early threats, and we have our mid-game strategy. This could be a multitude of decks right now. I have no idea what it is until I see what other kind of lands they're playing. Could be either Esper, Dimir, maybe even a mono blue version of it. That'd be scary. But it is the Esper one. Alright, honestly, I just have to get rid of their creatures slowly but surely. This matchup could get really rough because they could just easily go, this town ain't big enough. Bounce Unholy Annex, then I gotta recommit the mana. So depending on how they do their first few turns, then we're gonna figure out if we're gonna lose really bad or have a good chance. Okay, that comes in tapped, which is good for us. One less mana to deal with. That's fine. I think, is Mirrex more important? But no, the Soulstone Sanctuary might be more important than Mirrex in this matchup. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, because we want to gain life and have the demons always, so we might as well. We could always have our demon out and just consistently just ping our opponent for damage. That would be really good. Because that, unless they're playing... I don't even think that many of the lists play Sheltered by Ghost, but there isn't that much life gain for that deck. So if we could just hit him a few times. But at least this way we have 3 other demons besides the Archfiend and the Dross right now that we could potentially use. But for this one, unless they have Teething Blade or this town ain't big enough, they're going to have trouble dealing with the Archfiend and the Dross. They go for a big swing. It's interesting. What do I do? It could be a Kaido, so I'm just going to block it, honestly. I have no idea what's going to happen. I've been playing that deck a lot too, so I'm just like thinking of everything, but they do it to that. And they play a follow-up spell. Okay, I guess that works. I feel like doing this is important because if they bounce it back, at least I got all the value out of it. So now we put him in a corner because I have to use that 3 mana to deal with Archfiend and the Dross, but then I have a lot of damage I throw at them next turn. Yeah, that's it. We got it. And we get it. Okay, opponent goes first. I'm going to keep this. Good old 2 damage to the face. How dare you. Okay. Next turn is where we could either go Unholy Annex or Unstoppable Slasher. What's the move, though, you think? Or do I think? I mean, I personally think Unstoppable Slasher will be a little more relevant because it's not only going to be a body for us to have to block their creatures, but it's a win con of its own. Just a couple swings and it does the job. Plus, if they remove it, it's going to come back and it's just a constant threat of pain and despair for our opponent. Especially when they don't have what they need, which is really good for us. I'm going to see if they even block this. They don't. Cut their life, go for Archfiend. I'm doing it this way instead of removing their creatures because once I get rid of these creatures. They take 2 damage each whenever they get destroyed with Archfiend. Well, in general, if they get destroyed, so it's just extra damage our opponent takes. Alright. Get back that. 2 damage. That's an interesting tech for this stuff. So we draw, and that's more than game right now. I just do that. Okay, we get to go first. We have a turn 1 Duress. Can't argue with that. Well then, that's a lot of cards. And they're all real big threats as well. Although I think Lily's the worst to deal with right now.
This is my fault. Nature has not abandoned me.
Let's put on some pressure. They could go double nowhere to run, and they are. I love it. Legendary play right there.
My voice beckons to all worlds.
Just gotta keep up our momentum. I really love the Liliana. They're playing a whole bunch of them. As I say it, they just grab another one. Oh my god. Well then, it's not looking too good. They go doubling season, they have to sacrifice the rest of the permanents, huh? Might as well just draw a lot then, right? This will come back too, which is not a bad thing. Depends if they have a land that doesn't come in tapped as well. It's very relevant. Because they have this, but it's going to come in tapped, so it depends on what those other 2 cards are. They haven't done it immediately, so I'm guessing they are struggling a bit. Which gives us 1 extra turn, which is more than enough because we have the Soulstone Sanctuary. Really? Oh yeah, because it you can create a food token. That's fair. Seven mana to mess with. They go to 9, but then we kill them. Should be it.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. Ah, one of your friends has
Go to combat. Okay, they do that. Alright, but then we still get it because we do this. So we cut their life in half and then we just do 4 damage. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already, and if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. If you want me to try out any deck in particular, also let me know in the comments section down below. And I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.